Downingtown, Pennsylvania, one of the most desirable places in all of Pennsylvania and certainly in Chester County as well. And in this video, we're going to detail what all the great things are that's driving people to Downingtown, but also the things that we wish would change, the pros and cons list of Downingtown, and it starts right now. Hello, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Matt Moore with The Moore Group, a real estate team based right here in the beautiful Chester County, Pennsylvania area, and covering also the Philadelphia suburbs and heading west into parts of Lancaster County towards the Harrisburg area too. We cover a large geographic area and we are helping people all the time who are moving to or relocating within right in these areas. And of course, if that's you, we'd love to talk to you. Of course, we'll put more of our information at the end of this video so you can kind of scroll along that video all the way to the end to get that contact information. But just want to say this, we'd love to have that conversation with you if you are in that research phase trying to figure out if maybe Chester County or Downingtown is the right place for you. And in this video, we are breaking down the pros and cons of living in the Downingtown area. We live here, we love living here, but again, it's not perfect, and no place in the United States is a perfect utopia. There's of course pros and there's cons to go along with everything, and that is what we are breaking down today. All right, we're going to start with the pros list on living in the Downingtown area, and it's consistent. Really, almost every single time we get a phone call from somebody who's looking to relocate to the Downingtown area or even living in the Downingtown area, trying to move around, there's some common things that come up about what makes things so great. And the very first one that I want to talk about is, well, you can't really talk about Downingtown without talking about the schools, and specifically the Downingtown Area School District. It is one of the best school districts in all of Pennsylvania, and that's not just coming from me. Of course, this is hard and fast data from a variety of different websites. One of the most popular is niche.com, and if you go there and check out the website, you will see that Downingtown Area School District is ranked in the top 30 school districts in all of Pennsylvania, and that's out of almost 500 school districts all in, and it's ranked at around 361 out of over 10,000 school districts nationally. That puts it in the top 3% of all school districts across the entire United States, according to niche.com. There's a great student to teacher ratio, the average SAT scores, ACTs, and classroom sizes, all those kinds of things. They all are conducive to a high level of education in the Downingtown area. And it's one of the biggest reasons that we get people calling us moving to the area, because they want their kids, their families to be in a great school district. Now, if you don't have kids, there's a really good reason why you still should care about what school district that you are in, and that's purely from a resale perspective. Of course, if you're buying a home in one of the best school districts, you may not necessarily take advantage of that, or you may not have kids, or whatever the case might be. But when it comes to reselling, I can promise you that there's a very good chance that somebody else that might be looking to buy your home in the future is going to be looking at school districts. So because of that reason, buying in a great school district, even if you don't have kids, can still be a very wise investment for you when it comes to real estate. And of course, one of the most popular and well-known schools in really all of Chester County and even in Philadelphia area too is the Downingtown STEM Academy, which ranks as the #4 public high school in all of the state of Pennsylvania. So that's ranking over 600 of those high schools. It receives an A+ rating from niche.com, and you can go through all the statistics as on that niche.com website, and you can see really the proficiencies and how great this high school prepares people for collegiate life and beyond. And that brings me to my next pro, #2, and that's location, location, location. I'm telling you, another thing that's super important when it comes to investing in real estate or planting your hard-earned money down on a piece of property and wanting that to continue to grow is where that location is. And will it be something that's sustainable in the future? And Downingtown is situated in a great place. Of course, it is just minutes away from the Philadelphia area. So again, it is a reasonable distance if you are looking to commute into Center City or into downtown Philadelphia from Downingtown. But really, not only that, but the location is conducive to having access to a lot of amenities all within just kind of a stone's throw of being located within Downingtown. Really, anything that you would need from amenities to luxuries to conveniences is really only about a 5 to 10 minute drive away from wherever you might be in the Downingtown area. So location-wise, it's great to Philadelphia. Location-wise, to all of the amenities that you could possibly need are also very close within the Downingtown borders or in the surrounding regions too. So it's easy access to all of that. And of course, you are somewhat adjacent to the I-95 corridor. So if you needed to get to New York on a day trip, definitely doable. Baltimore, Washington, D.C., definitely the same story too, and all of the major hubs that come along with that, including international airports. Another thing we love, and the third pro on the pros and cons list of Downingtown, is that there are a lot of very nice, mature neighborhoods here in the Downingtown area. A lot of family-friendly activities, a lot of families that have moved to the Downingtown area, and these big, nice, mature neighborhoods make it feel like it's not so cookie cutter. You've got some space in a lot of these neighborhoods. You have some character, some maturity to them, and that's because there was a lot of growth that happened in the Downingtown area through the mid to late 1900s, and that led to a lot of these well-established neighborhoods with some beautiful homes. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like there's no new construction out there. There certainly is. But in terms of what the general scope of things is, you're driving from neighborhood to neighborhood, you definitely feel it's more of an implanted community type of a feel versus a, hey, let's put up a bunch of boxes with some roofs and throw as many people as we possibly can into them, which is great and a great thing to see as you're driving around from just purely a visual perspective and a place to feel like home. All right, heading into the last pro, number 4, and that is that if you like outdoor recreation, there are a gajillion things here for you to do. Talk about lots of parks, hiking, trails, fishing, golfing, whatever it might be, you can definitely find it from an outdoor recreation perspective right here in the Downingtown area. One of our favorites to visit is Marsh Creek State Park, and of course is there a variety and miles of trails to choose from, a little bit of some camping available there too. But if you are into fishing, which I am myself, it is also a great place to do that. In fact, it has been named one of Pennsylvania's big bass fisheries. And, if you are into that and you're looking for something with largemouth or smallmouth bass, it's a great place to really start to sink your teeth into. It's not a huge lake, but it is at the same time one of those places where people are coming from all over to fish there because of the size of the fish and the quantity of them as well. Lots of protections in there from the environmental side of things too, which preserves the feel of what we like about Marsh Creek State Park. And of course, golfing too is a big thing here in the Chester County area, a variety of golf courses to choose from in this area. So if you like to swing the clubs, you shouldn't have any problems with that either. But again, biking, hiking, walking trails, there's a lot going on there and there's a lot to choose from in the area. But as I said, no place is perfect, and there's certainly some things that we wish would change about the Downingtown area. So we're gonna head right into that cons list, and we'll start with number 1. And the first con on our list definitely is right up our wheelhouse. It has to do with real estate. Things are extraordinarily competitive in the Downingtown area and Downingtown Area School District in particular, and the inventory is light as of recording of this video. So, when you have a lot of people that are trying to move to one area and there's just not a lot of homes to sell them, you tend to see a lot of competitions, especially when it comes to homes that are in some of those mature neighborhoods, single-family detached homes, and ranging in prices. Again, we've seen them go all the way up into the millions with these home values. So just keeping that in mind is that the competitive nature is making things harder for people to get into Downingtown because it is so popular, which of course leads me to my next con, and that is the fact that just everybody wants to be here. And as you bring a lot of people into an area and as you continue to see growth in an area, you tend to also see the ugly side of that, and that is the lack of infrastructure, the increased traffic, and the fact that home values keep skyrocketing in the Downingtown area. So again, con number 2 is that the desirability is leading to the fact that things are getting a little bit crowded in the Downingtown area, and that is leading to a lot of little subsets, including higher rates of traffic, and of course home values becoming less and less affordable for people, which then is a great segue into our number 3 con, and that is the affordability of the area. It is hard, it's expensive to be in the Downingtown area, especially compared to some other counties that are in the surrounding region. Let me give you an example of that. The median sale price in Downingtown Area School District is right around $500,000, and when you compare that to the median sale price for Chester County as a whole, it's around $452,000. So we have nearly a $50,000 jump from the Chester County big picture narrowing down into Downingtown itself. So that's a substantial jump for median sale prices. That's that middle number. Now, of course, if you look and compare it to some surrounding counties, Lancaster County off to the west, and we have Delaware County off to the east, we see an even more substantial drop. Lancaster County, the median sale price is right around $283,000. And then in Delaware County, it's roughly the same. So you see that you go into some of these surrounding counties, you see the lower cost of living, especially when it comes to real estate. And Downingtown tends to be sort of the place in Chester County that tends to gravitate a lot of working professionals. That is leading to home values continuing to climb, and that's also leading to, of course, the cost of living going up in these areas as well. Now, typically speaking, on the real estate side of things, when there's a lot of demand for homes and there's just not a lot of homes to go around, we tend to see a lot of development happening. But that leads me to the fourth con on the list, and the last one, and the fact that there's just not a lot of undeveloped land here in the Downingtown area. There's been a lot of development that has happened over the last couple of decades, going back into the mid to late 90s, as I was talking about earlier in the video, but that has led to land getting gobbled up. And for that reason, we don't see huge tracts of undeveloped land that are just waiting for developers to come in there and start building new neighborhoods, new homes to meet the demand. There just simply isn't that much land to be taken over at this point in time to be bought up and developed. Now, that might be a good thing, might be adding to the pros list for some of you, because you expect to see Downingtown more or less staying Downingtown, what you see and what you get for the foreseeable future, because that limited potential for continued growth, at least within the borders of the Downingtown area. So the bottom line is that we absolutely love the Downingtown area, and we are not alone. It's one of the most popular Philadelphia suburbs of all of them. So if you're thinking about moving to the Philly suburbs or into Chester County, or you're just really focusing in on Downingtown, I encourage you to reach out to us. We'd love to have a conversation with you when it comes to purchasing real estate or maybe selling and buying at the same time. Our team is handling it all the time. We absolutely love it. We're working with people from not only all over the state of Pennsylvania, all over the United States, but also all over the world. We're recently closing people from Brazil into Dubai and the Emirates, Canada, Mexico, all over the world. We're helping people. We love it, and we'd love to talk to you too. So here is our contact information up on the screen. Reach out to us, call us, text us, email address right there on the screen. Please reach out to us. We'd love to start that conversation with you. And of course, again, just starting the conversation to, of course, help you realize and achieve your real estate goals in the near future. And of course, I encourage you to check out our website as well, themoregroupchester.com. You can go there, you can see what we are all about, learn more about the team, and of course, you can reach out to us directly through that method as well. And I know we live in the review economy, so don't take my word for it. Go to Google, type in The More Group, and see what other people are saying about us in the reviews. We're counting over 55-star reviews and continuing to count, and we want you to be able to look at that and see other people in your situation and how we were able to handle those situations and help them achieve their real estate goals. So I encourage you to check those out. Check out our website, and of course, reach out to our Chester County specialist. Put the information again once more on the screen. My name is Matt Moore with The More Group. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. And of course, if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below or reach out to our team, the Chester County specialist. We'd love to see you there. We're also producing more content about Chester County and the Philadelphia suburbs, and that will continue as we go forward in time. So make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the little alarm bell there so you get alerted when new videos are produced, and give us a little thumbs up on this video just to let us know that you liked it. We would love to see that, and it helps the YouTube algorithm let everybody else know that this video was informational for you. Thanks so much for watching this video, and take care.